Happy Shanty-Day number 173. I'm Sky.
I'm Sagan.
And we're siblings. And we sing sea shanties and sea shanty adjacent music. And it's Saturday.
It is Saturday.
We made it to Saturday.
You did.
And we have a protest song for you today.
We do. We have a protest song for you today. It originally dates back to the area of the oh my gosh, where it's the era of the Peninsular War of the early 19th century, which was happened between 1807 and 1814. So the song is so the title that I know it by is My Son John. But it's also known as Mrs. McGrath, Mrs. McGraw, My Son Ted, as well as the Sergeant and Mrs. McGrath. And tells the story of a woman whose son enters the British Army and returns 7 years later, having suffered a horrific injury, almost said energy,
Nope.
A horrific injury while fighting against Napoleon. But so it sort of had so it existed during the time and sort of went away, and then sort of came back into the public consciousness. It was very popular among the Irish volunteers in the 1916 uprising against Britain. Again, Ireland pushing for an independent Ireland without British rule. And since then, it sort of came into the more international folk collective consciousness. So yeah, but relatively simple. It has as with a lot of Irish folk songs, it has sort of those sort of like the nonsense syllables for the chorus in between the more coherent verses.
Right.
So the
lyrics are down below.
The lyrics are down below. This one is also sort of a bit of a standout because it even a lot of the sort of the opposition to war songs from the time period weren't quite as graphic as this one is. And by modern standards, this song really isn't all that graphic at all. But it does have some dark subject matter compared to what we usually discuss. So the chorus goes, Timmy roo-dum-da, fa riddle-da, whack for the riddle, Timmy roo-dum-da.
So again, nonsense syllables, similar to some of the other Irish,
right?
Types of songs that we've done there. You want to try it one more time? It's kind of weird there. Yeah.
Timmy roo-dum-da, fa riddle-da, whack for the riddle, Timmy roo-dum-da. Yeah, relatively easy.
Yeah, you get it.
And the song itself is very simple too. It's basically just two verses, but then there's slight alterations of them on when the verses get reprised. But stop that. It's my laptop fan acting up again. Please send help. Yeah.
Ready to go?
Yep.
Let's do it.
My son John was tall and slim, and he had a leg for every limb. But now he's got no legs at all, for he ran a race with a cannonball. Timmy roo-dum-da, fa riddle-da, whack for the riddle, Timmy roo-dum-da. Oh, were you deaf or were you blind when you left your two fine legs behind? Or was it sailing on the sea? Wore your two fine legs right down to your knee? Timmy roo-dum-da, fa riddle-da, whack for the riddle, Timmy roo-dum-da. I was not deaf, I was not blind when I left my two fine legs behind. Nor was it sailing on the sea. Wore my two fine legs right down to my knee. Timmy roo-dum-da, fa riddle-da, whack for the riddle, Timmy roo-dum-da. Well, I was tall and I was slim, and I had a leg for every limb. But now I've got no legs at all. They were both shot away by a cannonball. Timmy roo-dum-da, fa riddle-da, whack for the riddle, Timmy roo-dum-da. Timmy roo-dum-da, fa riddle-da, whack for the riddle, Timmy roo-dum-da. There you go.
There you go. Sorry, I didn't know you were going to repeat it at the end.
Surprise.
You didn't do the sign.
My bad.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. I'll know.
That's all there is to it.
All right. Yeah. We'll be back again tomorrow with who knows what, because that's what you get on this channel.
Yep, that's right.
Who knows what.
Yep.
Sometimes it's protest music. Sometimes it's
songs about mermaids.
Songs about mermaids and everything in between.
Thus is the rich tapestry of folk music.
It's true. It's very true. And hopefully you've learned some things along the way. I know we have. Be safe. We love you. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye. Bye.